Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am feeling very hot and flustered. There's like no air outside, and it's hot inside and it's hot outside, so I'm a little bit sweaty. Please forgive me. We're gonna do a little get ready with me. I'm filming this on New Year's Eve day. I might upload a New Year's Day. I'm gonna see how it goes. But what I wanted to do is just have a little chat about my, I don't usually like to say the word goals because then it puts a lot of pressure, but my plans, what I intend to kind of do for the next year, 2022, personally on the channel and so on. And I also wanted to do a little Colourpop haul. It's just a little one. You probably saw in my last Get Ready With Me, the package was delivered while I was filming. And I have used a couple of products, but not all. So I want to use some of these products today as well. And this is from Black Friday, so it's long overdue basically. But I kept everything in the box so I wouldn't lose it. So shall we have a look at this first? I know some of you clicked on it for the haul. I would have too. So I got a 3-pack of these little Fourth Ray Beauty face milks. I have the turmeric full size and I love it. It was in my favorites as my favorite primer for the year. And I got a 3-pack. Now one of them I put in the giveaway, which was the coconut scent. So that, because I didn't need 3 and a full size, but I really wanted to try some more flavors, scents without buying full size, and it was a really good deal on Black Friday. So I got matcha and strawberry, and then I'm giving away coconut. I don't know if I'm going to use these. I don't know what eye look I'm going to do today, but I got 2 blushes from the Powerpuff Girls that I've been wanting these since they came out, and I bought them as a pack. I don't even remember how much it was. I want to say 10 American dollars. This one is Fighting Crime. I might use this one today because I've used the other one. And then I got Saving the World, which is one that I've used, and when I say I love it, it is like the perfect color. It's like a peachy coral pink. Oh, it's so good. It is so good. Oh. And I don't think I've ever really bought blushes from Colourpop before. I think this is the first time I've bought Colourpop blushes. I used this in my last Get Ready With Me. I did Colourpop Roaring Hearts. And because I only used a few shades, I don't have a huge opinion of it. It wasn't the best palette I've ever used, but it wasn't the worst. So I need to definitely play with this more. It'll probably be in my next shop, my stash, I'm predicting. I think I want to use that. I got a highlighter, the Flexitarian Super Shock Cheek. I've swatched this, but I haven't used it. I would like to use this today, I think. And I know it's been a fave for a long time. I actually got this because Emma Fleming on YouTube loves this. She has like a whole drawer full of these as backups. It's crazy, but she loves it that much. So I thought I'd give it a go. And I've never tried the Super Shock. I'm so late to Super Shock. I can't say it. Super Shock shadows. I've only just recently this year's tried the eyeshadows. This is my first highlighter. I've never used the blushes. So I am new to the bandwagon, okay? And then I bought a little mini eyeshadow. Did I show all of this stuff? I think I did. I think I showed all of this stuff. I'm just realizing. All right, well, we're getting another round. The Colourpop Quad in Sparkler. Yeah, I showed all of this. I remember now. I might use this today, but I also have my Huda that I was wanting to use. And I think I want to use this lip potentially, so maybe I won't use this today. I don't really feel like a big heavy smoky eye because I'm so hot. And then last thing I got was this lipstick from Colourpop. It's the Velvet Blur. Oh, that's so pretty. It's like a brick red. More on the brown side than the red side. Okay, so that's everything that I got. But if you watched my other video, you probably already saw that because I just realized. So let's put makeup on my face. After this, I'm filming my Project Pan. So I'm going to use some Project Pan products as well, just to get that little bit extra ahead, you know, because I finished some things and then some things I almost finished, but I didn't finish for the year. So I just want to get that tiny bit more out of my product, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to use my Face Atelier foundation. I'm not going to show you how much because you're supposed to see that. I don't have a mirror. You're supposed to see that in the video, in the Project Pan update. Can't give everything away. I didn't use a primer. That's okay. I've just done my skincare. When I get hot, I get frazzled. And I know I'm not the only one. Maybe I should have put my hair back a little bit. I was trying to look cute for the camera. Okay. Or zoomed. Oh, I just get... Like when I'm sweaty and overwhelmed, it's like really obvious. When I'm cool, I'm calm. Cool, calm and collected. When I'm hot, I am not. My camera wouldn't connect to my computer today, so I'm looking at the monitor as a mirror right now. So this year, last day, let's reflect. Last day of the year. It wasn't my worst year. I was pregnant most of the year because I got pregnant in November of 2020. And then I gave birth in August. So I was pregnant for a good portion of it, and I lived in fear because that is when I gave birth in the midst of lockdown. So we went into lockdown late June. I gave birth early August. And then we're in lockdown for like another 2 months after that. So now that I think about it, it was quite stressful because I was terrified of getting COVID while I was pregnant and passing that on. I was really scared of that. And then also having a newborn with no immune system, I was scared. So I didn't leave the house for a long time. When I was working, I was really scared because I was pregnant and working in retail during a pandemic. That was not a good time. I feel a lot safer now with this new strain. Is apparently not as hectic as... I feel like this camera looks weird. I feel like this strain, from what I've heard, isn't as hectic. I mean, I'm not saying it's good, but it's supposed to be not as hectic. Okay, then I'm getting my Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer. I've had this in my project pan from the beginning of the year. You won't be able to see. It was like up to here when I started. And I thought, oh yeah, I can do that. I can finish that. A whole year. I mean, I do use other concealers, but I majority use this one. So if you want one concealer for the whole year, get that one because it'll last you the whole year. Because you really don't need a lot either. So yeah, I'm hoping that this next year won't be so isolated. I don't think we will be. I think we can already see that restrictions are easing. Close contact definition just changed last night. So I'm not going to get into details because that's not what we're here for. But I think next, I mean, I'm trying to be optimistic. I mean, last year we were trying to be optimistic and thought this year was going to be better, but it ended up being a little bit worse in my opinion. So this year, I mean, I can't say it was the worst because at the end of the day, my family and me were healthy and we were okay. I think it was just a lot of fear and a lot of isolation this year, which it's not great. It's not great, but at the same time, nothing happened. Nothing happened to me or my family. That was tragic. So in that sense, it was a good year, you know? And, you know, touch wood. Summer hasn't been crazy. Today's hot, but summer hasn't been crazy thanks to El Nino. I really appreciate that because my house gets stinking hot. Should we do, I've got one cream product and it's my Mecca Max Contour Stick. So let's do a little bit of that. I really enjoy using this on really light makeup days. I'll do just like a tinted moisturizer, this and the Mecca Max blush stick. I'm not using it today. I've really enjoyed it just with like a stippling brush. But today I'm gonna use my sponge. Because when I'm just doing minimal makeup, I don't go and wet my sponge. I just use a brush on my hands. So this year has been a year for me, you know, growing my family, which I've been so grateful for. I have the most beautiful, gorgeous, cutest, chubbiest little baby boy. If you have not seen my son, you need to go follow me on Instagram. I don't do a lot of my family on my Instagram, but I do mainly stories because it only lasts 24 hours. I don't like to do too much on the internet of my children. Like, I'm not against it, but I just, moderation, you know? And he is the cutest. Oh, he's so chunky, and it just brings me so much joy. So much joy to have a chunky baby. I have two very different children. They look the same, but their personalities are so different. It's quite interesting. You never know what kind of kid you're gonna have until it pops out. And they're polar opposites not polar opposites, but they've got very different personalities, which I love because I've got variety in babies. So yeah, that was the year of Muna, and he's divine. Next year, tomorrow, I am wanting to kind of start setting my life up a bit more. We had a very chaotic beginning. When I say chaotic, we had a lot of stresses at the beginning of our marriage with visas. This next year, I want to be about establishing a bit more. You know, I am 32 now, and I'm trying not to put my pressure on myself to have it all, because at the end of the day, I am only 32. I've got 2 kids, so things are going to take be a little bit harder to get ahead, especially living in Sydney. It's hard to get ahead. I am using my designer brand's Hydra set just to set my face because I'm feeling very sweaty. So what I'm trying to say is, I'm beating around the bush here. I am in the works of starting my own business. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail because it's still early days. It's got nothing to do with makeup or the beauty industry. You need like hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a makeup brand, unless you're doing like eyeshadow singles. If I were to ever have a makeup company, it would be lipstick. Like that's for me. Lipstick would be my thing. And it would be kind of like, my inspiration was always Lipstick Queen. Reading her book, her autobiography changed my life and made me realize I wanted to be in the beauty industry. And Lime Crime. And I'm talking back in the day before there was any controversy. I wanted to be like Lime Crime, having all the lipstick shades for every kind of person. So your neutrals, but also your crazy colors, because I love wearing all different kinds of lipstick. I was looking at my photos from years ago when I was a single gal. I used to wear all the colors of lipstick, all the colors. And I mean, like, going out, I would wear every color. I miss those days. You know, when you become a mum, you kind of feel like you can't do all of these things. I don't want to have that mindset, but society still makes me think that that is what I should be doing, you know? You know how it is being a woman. All right, Bare Minerals Warmth Bronzer. I haven't done my brows. Let me do the bronzer first. So yeah, if I did, I would do lipstick, but I actually did research. I tried to do it when I was younger, and I realized like MOQs, like minimum order quantities, were like 100,000 or something crazy. I can't remember, but it was in the thousands, or it was 10,000. But it was 10,000 a shade, per shade, that's what it was. So that's where I was like, oh my God, that's gonna cost me 100 grand to start a business. So I was like, yeah, that dream's not gonna happen anytime soon. Not unless you meet an investor, which is what happened to Lipstick Queen. She met an investor, and that's how she started her brand. See, it's who you know. You can have the idea and the passion and the drive, but sometimes you really just do need the moolah. Sometimes it just comes down to, you need someone to give you that money. Oh, this bronzer is so nice. It's just like one of those kind of reliable bronzers that just looks good. Oh, it's so nice. I love it. And I've used it quite a few times, and it looks like I've never used it. It's quite funny. I think I want to use this. I haven't done my eyes yet, so let's base my eyes around my cheeks for once. I'm gonna use my BB 105 Beauty Bay. It's very fluffy, so I'm hoping that it will... Oh God, I love really pink cheeks. It looks so adorable. Yeah, this brush is really fluffy, so it doesn't pick up crazy amount of pigment. But the other one, Saving the World, came off really nicely. It wasn't heavily pigmented. Like this looks really intense, but look how nice it looks on the face. I'm having a bit of a moment with really pink, kind of girly, pretty blushes. For a while there, I was really into browny, orangey kinds, which I still love, but I'm just having a bit of a moment with pink. This was like okay, so this one is like the powder version of my blush in Sweet Cheeks, which is my favorite blush. And this is like the I Can't Cope with Coral blush in the powder form. So it's like I've got toppers to my blushes. Okay, so I don't know if I should really tell you exactly what I want to do with my business because I haven't actually started it. I'm still only getting samples made. I'm designing and getting samples made in China because I thought about doing kind of like a private brand situation where you just buy a product and sell it. But I was like, there's too much competition in that. So I've decided to custom make my own product and sell it. And I'm pretty excited about it. Like, I'm very excited. Ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to have my own business, but what is another thing? And I knew it was not service. I don't want to get into the services. I always wanted to be like a product and business owner, like buying and selling products. But what was the question? I couldn't afford makeup, which was what my first plan was. So then I've been thinking for like over a year about what I wanted to do, and I'm at the stage now where I'm getting samples made. So it's been a journey that I haven't spoken about because I didn't know if it was going to happen. I didn't know if that was the business for me. But now I'm at a point where I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to do as a business. That's why I bought samples or got samples made, is because I'm now at a point where I'm like, yeah, okay, I feel confident in this idea. I think it can sell. I think it's actually pretty good. I didn't want to just do anything, you know. I'm going to go off camera and do my brows because I left it in my beauty room. I can't even remember where I was. Can you hear that? Oh, someone's mowing their lawn. Someone was mowing their lawn for so long yesterday as well. 'Tis the season of mowing lawns. Are you going to stop? Or are you going to keep going? Because I know you guys are going to be able to hear that. This is my Rimmel Magnifies eye primer. But I'm going to do highlighter first. I've definitely calmed down. I'm not hot and frazzled anymore. I've got little Mona here next to me, so he might start making noises. Daycare decided to only do a half day today, but only told us this morning. So they're finishing at 12, and we only just found out when we dropped her off at 9. So Dad, Vinny's gone to go pick Ivy up. All right, let's do some highlighter. There it is. Flexitarian. Let's give her a go. I'm anticipating this to be a bit intense. Did that even pick up? I don't think that picked up because it's got a bit of a... Oh, it's creamy. How am I supposed to get that on the brush? What a strange formula. I should have known. Super Shock Shadow. It's supposed to have a bit of creaminess to it. Wow. Oh, my Greek neighbours. I'm pretty sure they're Greek. When I hear them talking, they sound Greek. I feel like it definitely needs to be really buffed in. But the more you buff, the more intense it gets. Holy moly. I like to brush the excess of my highlighter over my face as it looks like a finishing powder. Just like the excess, so you don't look like a glow ball. Glow ball? Disco ball, maybe. That's the one. Okay, so in terms of my business, I don't think I'm ready to tell you exactly what it is just yet. Just because I've only gotten one sample made, and then it's helped me decide how to fix things. And I'm one of 10 designs I got made because I wasn't sure about the, you know, manufacturer, if they were even good. So I got one thing made and I really like it. So I'm gonna get 10 products made of different designs. And then when that comes back and I feel like, okay, this is happening, I'll probably tell you guys exactly what it is. It's one of those things that already exists, but I'm making it, though I don't want to say different, but like cool, fun and fresh, you know? I'm a colorful person and the product is colorful in that if you like to stand out, that's the kind of product it is. Let's do eyeshadow. My eyeshadow brushes are still dirty from the last time when I said I was going to clean them. I didn't clean them. Shock horror. I think I'm going to go in with Huda's Naughty Nude. I have been loving it. And I think I want to do more of the gold route. So let's go with the shade Rough. It looks like I haven't even used it yet. I think I'm going to go quite soft today. Wow, that came out a lot darker than I thought it was going to. It's kind of like how Natasha comes off darker, or sometimes a different color than it looks in the pan. Natasha Denona, if you don't know what I'm talking about. So I'm very excited for this next year. I'm trying to establish, I've kind of touched on this before, establish a way for me to earn an income and be able to be, not at home, but have my own business so I can run my own hours and be available to my children whenever they need me. Like, you know, still be able to work part-time, be able to pick them up at daycare if they get sick, pick them up, take them to and from daycare. Like, I can do that in my current job, and I actually really like my current job, and I will go back, but I'm just trying to establish a different life. You know, nothing's going to happen unless you take a risk in life, and this is my risk that I'm trying to take, and it might completely fail. It might completely fail, but I'm okay with that because I don't want to be in retail for the rest of my life. Vinny and I want to own a house, and in order for us to do that, we have to do something different in our life. And this is what I'm trying to do. And that's not the only motivator. It's not just financial. Like I said, I wanted to own a business. I've always wanted to. Before I had kids, before I met Vinny, I wanted to own my own business. I just feel like now I'm at the maturity to do that, and I'm willing to take that risk. You know, leaving that old industry I was in, I was scared of change. I was scared to do things. Now that I know I can survive by changing, like changing into moving into a different job in a different industry, and I'm okay. I'm okay. So I feel like I have that confidence to try again and try something different. And if it fails, I will be okay. So that's kind of, I think my mindset has matured a bit. And I just think I'm at a point where I'm ready to take a jump, I guess you could say. It is a jump, but that's what it feels like. I want to put in Please Me here. I'm going pretty simple today. Oh, that's really pretty. It's got pink in it. Or is it my brush? I think there's pink in it. It looks brown, but it's got a little bit of pink. So pretty. Let me get my finger. So that's where I'm at for this year, and I'm anticipating, if it does all go well, I would like to have it started in March, because product development is one aspect of starting a business, but that's the one I'm starting with. If I don't have a product, there's no point in doing anything else, right? That is so pretty. It looks brown in the pan, but it's actually got a pink. It's actually got a pink shift to it. Oh my Lord, that is so pretty. I am just constantly impressed with this palette. I can't fault it. I cannot fault this palette. If you are semi-interested in this, I think they're like going on sale now because it was holiday last year. So now it's like getting older. So I think they're going on sale. It is so good. It's such good quality. The colors are phenomenal. Oh my God. Do I recommend this? Yes, I recommend it. Then I'm going to go in with, oh, let's swatch these two. Flower Power and Tantric. I'm gonna go in with Tantric because I want a little bit more of a glitter. God. I honestly couldn't tell you if I prefer the shimmers or the mattes because they're both that good. You know how some palettes, the shimmers are better than the mattes? These are equal. They're both stunning. Oh my gosh. And you can just keep building it and building it and building it. It looks so pretty. So if I can start my business early this year, I will be so proud of myself. And I don't know if I would really promote it much on my Instagram or YouTube, just because it's a completely different industry. I don't know how that would go, but I should give it a try. because I'm sure some of you guys would be very supportive. And it's not going to be an expensive product. I'm actually very excited. And I'm actually very proud of myself for how far I've gotten already. In the past, I've tried to start something and never followed through because I've been scared that no one will buy it. But it's partly because I've been looking at like reselling something that already exists, you know, like, and you don't stand out in a crowd when you do that. I'm very excited to have created my own product. Like when I say very excited, I mean like very excited. I want to be a business owner. I want to be boss lady. I hate that. I hate it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to put a bit of Flexitarian in my inner corner. Let's do it. And then that's going to be it. Off camera, I'm going to do a wing and some mascara. And I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm loving how the eyes are looking. I think it's just nice and sparkly and beautiful. How's my blush looking? It's definitely disappeared a little bit, but it's still there. So lips, I can go like super nude and tradish with my Project Pan Pinky, or I can use my new, I think we'll use my new one. It's a Blur Velvet, so I'm thinking of just blotting it in the middle of my lips. But before I do that, I'm going to setting spray with my L'Oreal Shake and Glow. Oh, I just want to wait a little bit for my mascara to dry. So basically, by the end of the year, next year, tomorrow, year 2022, my goal is to be able to have a business that is building, and also to be able to do YouTube part-time as well. That is my goal. I would love to get to like 3,000 subscribers by the end of next year. I'm a very slow growing channel, like very slow. So I think that is an achievable goal for me, but I might not get there. Like I've been doing this for 2 years consistently and I'm at 1,800 now subscribers. So, I mean, you never know. Sometimes it just takes that one video to go viral, but I haven't had that yet. So yeah, that is basically my goal for myself. Obviously I want my beautiful children to grow and to thrive. Ivy's gonna be 4 next year, which means it's the start of ballet. You know, she's started swimming lessons this year. I think she's gonna love soccer. She's really good. She's very sporty. So I want to get her involved in some sport. I actually want her to do some nippers because we live near the water. I did nippers when I was a kid and it's really, really beneficial. So I think I'd like her to do that as well. I want to do everything. I think she's going to be very athletic. She already is. She's naturally very, hand-eye coordination is amazing. Like, amazing. It's very impressive. Okay. It's pretty. It's a lot softer than it looks. I'm so sorry for all the machinery. Before it was over there and now it's over here. Everyone's mowing their lawns today. So this shade is CA Love and it's a Velvet Blur. So if I had to compare it to the Kaleidos Lip Clay, they feel thicker and more silicone-y, which I love. Like when I say thick, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's like my favorite. This is thinner. But it has that same, it's all right, baby. It has that same smoothing silicone-y feel, which gives it that soft effect. Yeah, really pretty. That concludes my makeup. Sorry for the ambiguity on what everything I was talking about, but in time, when I'm ready, in time. I don't want to just put everything out there and then it not even happen. It hasn't even happened yet, you know? You know that feeling like you want to talk more in detail about things when you know it's happening, no matter what it is in life. So that's where I'm at, and I'm very, very excited for this year. I'm feeling really positive about it, and you know, it doesn't mean it's going to be a perfect year, but I have a lot of motivation inside of me to get this family going, kick it into gear, improve our life, and that's what it's all about, is just trying to survive. It's not easy to survive in Sydney, and the thing is, people say like move, but I grew up in Sydney. My husband loves Sydney. I love Sydney. I don't want to have to move just because the rich people are taking over. I got to become one of those rich people to survive. So that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, everything. That is everything. Let me know your thoughts down below. I hope everyone has had a happy new year. I know it's a really weird time. I'm going to be able to see the fireworks from my house. Not the city fireworks, but the ones that go down the coast in Sydney, along the coast. I'm going to see those because I live relatively near the water, but I'm up on a hill, so I get a nice view of the 9 o'clock fireworks. I probably won't make it to the 12 o'clock, if I'm honest. I'm not celebrating, so I'll probably just go to bed. Happy New Year, guys. I will probably upload this in the new year, and I really appreciate you guys. You mean more to me, more than you'll ever know. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Mona also says bye. Bye.